Hello everybody, welcome back again. Today we're going to talk about how to protect yourself from inflation and prepare for a recession. I will not want to waste our time. I will not go into details. I will give us a brief, fundamental, description of these things, and I will suggest you do your due diligence. Don't forget, I'm just a random guy on YouTube. Don't take my word for it. But also, I do not represent any government or any financial institution. Everything I say here is just out of my own opinion on how I perceive things. But do your own diligence. You can then make your own decision by yourself. I'm not going to give any financial advice because I'm not in any way a financial advisor, but just listen to me and do your own due diligence. So basically, what is a recession? A recession can be defined as 2 consecutive quarters negative economic growth. Now, what this means is that if the economy shrinks around for about 6 months, so in a year we'll have 2 quarters, right? The first 6 months and the second 6 months. So if the first 6 months, if the economy shrinks, either in the first or the second, so if the economy shrinks for the first or second 6 months, for 6 months period in a year, that is the first quarter of negative growth. If it shrinks, it's also considered as a recession. But the first sign of recession can be seen when people start to lose their jobs. Okay, now layoffs are often considered as a first sign of recession, but first sign of impending recession. But these layoffs, they are not always accompanied by all the factors that qualify for it to be considered a recession. Okay, so when people continue to, let's say when people see their friends and family start losing their jobs, being laid off from work, they might start feeling unease with that. They might start thinking it's just only about a matter of time before it gets to them, before they also get to lose their job or give up their job or be laid off. Now, this gives them worry, and they start to act in different ways defensively just to protect themselves. You don't forget that self-preservation is the first law of nature. So people who understand will try to do certain things to protect themselves. Some will go and buy hard assets, physical assets, invest in gold, farmlands, and the rest of it. All depends on what they would feel like that's how they can to protect themselves. So now, and also we also tend to underestimate the fact that we need savings during a recession. Don't forget, during a recession, we also need savings, and we do not think about protecting ourselves from inflation and also preparing for a recession enough in advance. This is very important. If we can do this, it will also help us. So there are so many ways you can protect yourself. Don't just rely on a particular job. Have other streams, other means of income. You can, whatever money you're getting from one job, you can also invest it in another source of income just to make sure you stay afloat, and you can also have a guaranteed cash flow. It's important. I advise everyone to do this. Also, if you can invest in farmlands, grow your own food, be self you just self-preserve yourself by planting or growing what you need. It's also important. There are other ways we can also do things to protect ourselves from inflation and a recession. Also, it's important that you also do your own due diligence. Once again, thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. It's important. It will help us in a long way. Thank you.